You're listening to the No Bullshit Vegan Podcast Advent Calendar episode for December 8. Did you know that there are 6 fundamental movement patterns you need to include in all your strength training? A lot of people don't know these 6, and they don't have to be included in every single workout you do, but they should be included at least every week in your training. So I'll quickly go through the 6 fundamental movement patterns, and there are lots of examples for each one. I'll just give you a few. So the first movement pattern is a squat. So you could do a goblet, sumo, barbell, landmine, any form of squat is the first fundamental movement pattern you need to be training. Second is a hinge. This is basically a deadlift. So you could use kettlebells, you could use a barbell, you could use dumbbells, or there's also variations of deadlift like a kickstand deadlift or a single leg deadlift. Movement pattern number 3 is a lunge. Everyone's favorite move, I'm sure, where you can use pretty much any piece of equipment. You can do a forward lunge, you can do a reverse lunge, you can do a lateral lunge, tons of different options. Movement pattern number 4 is a push. So this is upper body. We're thinking chest press, push-ups, overhead press. Number 5 is pull, again for upper body. So chin-ups, pull-downs, rows, anything that trains the muscles of your back. And lastly is one that a lot of folks haven't heard of until they start training with us, and that is a weighted carry. Very important for training overall, for developing muscle and functional strength. It's basically carrying around heavy shit. So you can use kettlebells, dumbbells, lots of other options. There's a suitcase version where you have a heavy weight on only one side of your body and you have to use your core to maintain upright. There's overhead variations, or there's a classic farmer's walk where you're carrying a heavy piece of equipment in each hand and you take it for a walk. So those 6 fundamental movement patterns should be included as often as possible in your training programs. You should focus your training programs on those movements, and you should train those at least every week, if not more. If you haven't yet checked out my ebook, Sprouted Gains, head to sproutedgains.com, and you will find a guide to gaining muscle, losing fat, and fueling your strength training on a plant-based diet. It's basically your vegan athlete starter kit, and it shows you how to enjoy delicious plant-based foods while making sure you nail your fitness and physique goals. And the best part is you don't have to cut carbs or chug 3 protein shakes a day or forego your favorite foods or spend 5 hours meal prepping every Sunday. So check out sproutedgains.com.
Thanks for listening to the No Bullshit Vegan Podcast at nobullshitvegan.com.